Another day, another update. But this time,
The pause is everything.
it's beamng.
No, Faisal, you're coming too soon.
There is a plethora of new things in this update, but we're going to focus almost entirely upon the new Covet. Now, this has been heavily influenced by the French Renault 5 Turbo, but from a Japanese company. Having a closer look at their post on it, it solidifies my belief that these German devs have a real hard-on for America. I swear, these devs have a list of countries. It goes America, and then every other country. And if you try to suggest anything else... Anyway, we're going to get a little bit more to the crux of this. I've heard that people have had performance issues with the new motion blur system. I tend to actually think it looks pretty good, and I haven't noticed any drop in performance there. I've actually found that performance has gotten a little bit better. Finally, with this update. It's been getting really bad recently. We are going to fully stress test this. We're gonna grab the new vehicle. We're gonna go sequential because manuals really suck in beamng, unless maybe they updated that, but probably not. We're also gonna try out the new AI system that apparently is a lot better. Well, it still takes a while to load in, but it doesn't seem... Oh, that's a lot quicker. Okay. What about crashing into them? How's their thought patterns now? So crashed into them. How do they act? You can go now. Oh, okay, they go a lot quicker now. Usually they used to take forever to move. Things are looking good. All right, do I have... Ooh. Okay, a little bit of a performance drop there. Not too bad, though. And, oh, more cars on the... Oh, little bits of performance drop. Ah! My frame rate is staying good, but what we're getting is, like, frame lag. So, the Steam counter up at the top left corner not really being entirely accurate. This doesn't have, like, great traction. What sort of tires do we have on here? It's... Is that a slick? Oh, that's a slick tire. Huh. I mean, it doesn't say dirt or road. It says manual or sequential. You can have a sequential rally car on the dirt. Why? All right, let's go to the normal one then. And there, looks like we have a proper tire now. And very peaky, yes. I wonder if it has like a realistic amount of power as well, like 300 or 400 horsepower. Though I feel that this car is maybe like 10 years newer than the Renault 5. I'd actually have to look that up specifically. Ooh, traction is not great. They're not coming down any of the dirt roads, so I've been here for quite a while. My frame rates are like getting hammered a little bit with frame lags, but not the worst thing. At least it's not like dropping performance and like actually slowing down the game under braking, which is a massive problem in here. So we've got more cars, not looking too bad. They're popping in quite nicely. They're not really hurting anything. Not seeing too much performance drop. Oh, car's a little bit oversteering. High speeds. Let's give it a bit of a refresh there. And I want more dirt. But I would love to like do not a single car race on dirt. Is there nobody down here? Is this not a road that people drive on? Oh, no, there is actually cars here. Ah, okay, that's fine. Seems that this thing is not particularly well tuned for bitumen racing. Can we get to some dirt roads? I know there's lots of dirt roads around here. That's why I chose this map. Okay, well, it's not where I wanted to go. All right, I gave up due to performance issues, and we brought it now to the automation test track. And I just wanted to show you quickly that I think this looks ugly and a little bit silly. They've added so much more like dirt and grime to the track that doesn't really make sense. It's a bit weird. Also, what is this line across here? What is that? Anyway, let's ignore that and try to do some dirt with the road car. And wait, is this one all-wheel drive? It feels a little bit more stable than the other one. Oh, understeer. Ah, too much weight in the rear. Oh god. Nope, get back. Get on the... All right, let's try that again. Oh, this thing gets all mixed up under braking. I had to lift considerably. Let's try that again, shall we? That's fine, we've got it under control. Now I know this is not a rally version, but I wanted to see how it goes anyway, and around it goes. Wait, you can't go onto the track anymore? Oh, that's lame. Now I can't fully see, like, the underpinnings. Alright, so previously you used to be able to just move the camera under the track by going like this. But now it like limits, which I mean, sure, okay, why not? We can still free cam underneath though, so that's good. So we have rear drive. Do we have front drive? I doubt it. Doesn't look like it. Good. Okay, so it is just a rear wheel drive, which is very realistic. Let's go back to a rally version though, see if it'll do a little bit better. I wonder if beamng has gotten any better at off-road automated gear shifting for manuals. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. I don't want to say automatic gear shifting because automatics are different. It was the manuals where like it doesn't know what gear it wants to be in most of the time, which was so frustrating. But here it looks like it's doing all right, so maybe that is a thing that they've tweaked a little bit, because that was something that I absolutely hated. In fact, in sometimes when I was doing rally, I was actually using an automatic because I was like, I just want it to be in the right gear, and I don't want to have to shift gears. If I'm using a cockpit though, I'll still choose manual. Manual, when I control the gears myself, is fine. But if I'm just using a controller, I don't want to have to use the clutch and use the pedals and all that sort of stuff. And you may say, Phil, but you don't have to use the clutch if you don't want to. You can just set it to automated. I know, but then when I'm going to my cockpit, I have to remember to change all the settings. And then when I go back to controller, I have to change the settings back again. It's just really frustrating. Really super frustrating. beamng devs, if I'm on a controller, don't make me control the clutch. If I'm in a cockpit, then make it so I control the clutch. Like, please, what is this garbage? Anyhow, this is doing pretty well. I wonder, there's one place that I want to take this to, and I want to turn motion blur all the way up. Also, I want to show people I'm not actually using the slow speed steering thing, the understeer reduction, and the oversteer assist. Because baby, this is pure, unadulterated lack of skill, actually. And this is where I wanted to try that lack of skill, and this car as well. I've got motion blur turned all the way up, so it is looking a lot more arcadey now, which kind of looks good. I won't be able to always use it, I don't think, because sometimes I like to pause and show things on the side of the screen. But I can't really do that when there's lots of motion blur, unless maybe it captures in a weird way, I don't know. But I think, oh, this car is prone to snap oversteer. It's tricky to keep it in line, but I can do it. Also, what I think motion blur does is also take away a little bit of the ugliness of textures, which I think, when I first heard about the motion blur, I was like, oh no, they didn't do that, did they? But then I realized that I was thinking in terms of FPS shooters. Here it's actually doing a pretty good job. It's looking pretty good. I probably won't have the motion blur this high. It is looking very arcadey. Not really super duper helpful. Okay. It's just, when it comes on power, I can't ever really full throttle this thing because it just kicks way too hard. As you can see, barely full throttling it. It just wants to go around all the time, which is great on like a small circuit. But when you're trying to power out of a corner, you think that mid-engine is pushing down on it. Oh dear, that's fine. Oh no, we've broken suspension. Could we? No, I don't want to restart. Competitive scenarios off. Can I restart now? No, I can't restart. I have to go from the beginning. There we go. We've made it back now. That took a few tries. Tried the cockpit cam. It was great, but not really with the controller. I just feel that I don't have quite the control I want. I will point out, you notice how much pop-in there is? Oh my god, look at that. That pop-in is atrocious. I wonder if that's a settings thing, or maybe I've just never noticed it before. But it feels a little bit more poppy than normal. But it's not. Oh my god, I think we're good. I think, yep, good, go. Forwards. Alright, I think we can still finish this. I fear that the rear wheel is bowed a little. Oh, I think the entire chassis is a little bit bent now. Yeah, you can see it is actually lifting up on the front left, rear right sort of teetering thing. But since we're not really a straight line sort of car, We should be able to control this mostly as I go right into a straight. Oh, God, nope, lost control. Methinks there's maybe a reason why. One, I don't do live commentary whilst trying to drive super fast. And two, I don't really race on this track anymore because it's just so long. I'm only like, what, a quarter of the way through the track now? There's so much more. Though I should say maybe... not really a quarter. You know what? We're way less than a quarter. This is like a 10 to 15-minute lap at the best of times with a really great all-wheel drive car, or maybe on bitumen. It's like less than 10 minutes. But, oh, I don't like my chances. You know what? I'm going to take this chance. I'm going to go full sweat mode. I'm going to let you guys just enjoy the sound of the car for a little bit. Damn it. Should have handbraked there. I'm just not used to handbraking, I'm just used to using inertia drift. And, oh, if you're not careful around there, you will just spear off the side of basically a cliff and then fly into a tree. This is probably one of the most dangerous areas of the whole track. Now, at the top, sure, you're at the top of a mountain, but here's where all the trees are. And these trees are dangerous. Damn it, I braked a little too soon. I was hoping to, like, enter sideways. Oh, no, okay. Maybe I should go back to full sweat mode, because the moment I start talking, the moment I can't stay on the track anymore. I don't know whether it's my ADD or what, but yeah, I do struggle to live commentary whilst racing. And I don't want to do post commentary. I just want to enjoy this car and tell you guys about it as I'm actually experiencing it as well. Because it feels a little disingenuous doing like a reaction sort of thing when I'm not doing it live. So I'm gonna maybe stay quieter during the technical bits, because that could have gone so much worse. And only talk on the straighter bits like this. Hey, look at that! Almost went off again. That's fine. Now, this is, what, the corner before the midway straight, I believe? No. That's like after this next complex. Oh, that felt really good. Nice entry, nice mid, nice exit. Oh, good power down. Now I feel that we're coming up with, there's going to be a bit of a wibbly wobbly straight here, and then onto the midway straight, where there's like the divider in the middle of the road and everything. Though I don't remember, I don't really use the dirt option very often. Hey, look at that! We're up to no texture straight is what I reckon I'm going to call it now, because I've never been able to get textures working there. Well, I suppose I've never really tried. Oh, that is so lucky I didn't hit a rock just then. That could have been atrociously bad. Okay, looks like gears aren't fixed. Yeah, alright. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it doesn't want to be in the gear. I think I did damage the suspension a little bit. It does tend to want to go left a little bit. Alright, Biden. I'm calling the car Biden now, because it's a little bit left. And power on, power on, power on. Go, 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 go. Good. No, the thing still does want to pull left. That's problematic. Ooh. Yeah, no, we got a hard pull to the left sometimes. It's like weird. I'm having to overcompensate to go right, but when it straightens up a little bit, it'll just want to go left a hell of a lot more than what it normally should. Power out of there. Now we're on to the Devil's Playground section. Section I know quite a lot better, but not really on dirt. And power out of there. That felt good. The motion blur really does, I feel, add to the feel of speed, which is something that this game was missing. Which made it hard to judge corners. But it feels a little bit easier to do that now, but it's not really an arcadey game, so I did like it being a little bit more hardcore. The only things that it was really, in my opinion, lacking, apart from performance upgrades, which it feels that this game has improved its performance quite a bit, but also aero. And I doubt that they've reworked the aero entirely, because currently aero was just really wrong. For some reason, they've got aero working for downforce at least, and drag as well. Working off of planes instead of angles of things. I think their beams, sorry, the beams between the nodes. Those are really where a lot of drag and a lot of what would you call it? Downforce should be applied from. Because the front of a wing is very different from the rear of a wing in the way in which it acts in aero. So maybe if they give like a leading edge property or a leading beam property with aerodynamics, just it needs to be reworked. It's completely weird. Wings, when they break off, they don't just float away. Maybe I'll grab a little bit of footage for that to show you guys. But yeah, usually wings breaking off, completely not realistic. You know what? I think I'm done with this track. I think instead, we're just gonna come to a little bit of East Coast and turn max cars all the way up. Vehicle pooling spawns extra traffic vehicles, then cycles their visibility or hidden states to allow more variety. Let's do that. Parked vehicles start free roam with traffic if enabled, loads traffic whenever a map is loaded. Maybe not. Smart selection? Oh, it's for the country. Okay. I mean, it's all America anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Allow mods to spawn. Oh, yes, please. Let's see what it's like now. Okay. Let's see if we can't catch one of our own cars in here and see how the performance goes. I notice that I'm getting 67 FPS, but it feels like 20. How does beamng trick the Steam counter like that? This is not 65 FPS I'm getting right now. It feels nothing like that. Hold on, am I in the JDM market one? Yeah, alright, so we're on the correct side drive of the vehicle, but we're in America, so we're driving on the wrong side of the road. What the? How did you even? There's two of them. I thought that guy over here was just parked, but no. They've also just crashed into this post, and then they just stop, and they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Alright. Goodbye, suckers. There's not many cars spawning. I just want to see my own. I want to see automation cars. Oh, understeer, but so that's better than the alternative when you're trying to drive a road car. God, the performance is so atrocious. What are you doing? What was that? Alright. Wait. Have they... I think they've been rear-ended. Their boot looked a little bit popped. Now, I thought there was a car in front of me, but it seems I was wrong. We're not seeing... So it seems that they're not very good at driving yet, the AI. They'll probably get a little bit better. Oh my god, the performance is terrible. I swear they got to like maybe 15 FPS just then for a split second, and it just kind of threw me because I didn't really know what I was looking at. No cars in front of me? Oh, no, there we go. One. At least they're pretty good at making the vehicles spawn when they're not in view. Because that's something that happens in some other games, and they haven't really thought out so much. But then it does this, where it like clumps up the traffic. They're like, we haven't spawned cars in a while, let's spawn a bunch now. Yep, I've broken my suspension. Oh, we've broken it on both sides. Have we? Nope, just on the... Yeah, my steering wheel is straight right now. I can't look from underneath, because the camera won't allow me to go that way. I wonder if that's an easy setting I can change. Oh, look at that! It's got the... What? They're facing... They're both in my lane? What's happening? Hello? You know, it currently feels like I'm in that movie, the M. Night Shyamalan weird one that was meant to be a comedy but nobody ever knew, and he never told anybody. The Happening! Yeah, don't see that movie, because that's what this is reminding me of. What if I give you a bit of a nudge? Dunk. Yep, okay, you beep at me. Now drive. Go. What is happening? Let's try, oh my god. Pushing. Okay, well I'm on dirt. What? Okay, that's, I wonder if I look away and all that kind of goodness get the camera looking completely in the wrong way. Is that car just sitting there as well? Ugh, whatever. Nope, they're still there. Bugger, I was hoping that they would do like a GTA thing where like a car at a distance would despawn and then respawn when you look in that direction. Well, let's go around you. Goodbye. And let's see if we can find a little bit of a rally track and see if we can get any cars on dirt roads and have a bit of fun there. Got a lovely little car going around the corner here. Overtake them. We're not seeing any of my cars. I want my automation cars in here. What if I could maybe manipulate a setting that would not spawn any of the standard cars and only my cars? Okay. That one wasn't there. I'm not usually one for saying like, oh, they need more cars. I think this one is a cool car. Was it necessary? Not really. But I think it's one of the few that I've actually genuinely liked, mostly because BeamNG is really good at one, rally, and two, cars from like the bad downfall sort of not really know how to make high-performance road cars that people like. Which would be from like anywhere up to kind of the 90s to 2000 sort of time period. And this one is just like perfect sort of thing. It's a little too oversteery, but that's the sort of thing you would expect in a car like this. But I love it. Now I want to go make myself the Renault Clio V6. Even though it's French, I still want it. The one thing I would like to see them do, though, is maybe put in a better replay sort of system that I don't have to save a recording file of. Just something. Anything, please. On another note, I would like to take this time to thank my YouTube channel members, and that is very specifically going to include DeHellerman and Ruben. Thank you both very much. You make making content a whole lot more possible without me holding my head in shame going, when people ask what my career is, I go, nothing. I mean, currently, I'm at that point where I would rather say that I'm unemployed than say that I'm a YouTuber to, like, IRL people. But you guys make it so much more worth it. Let me know that, you guys actually like the stuff I make. But for now, I'll catch you all next time. And bye. Fuck you.